If your feet hit the floor this morning and the list was already running, if somewhere between taking care of everybody else and you got lost, if you are tired in that a way that sleep just can't seem to fix it, friend, you found the right place today. Pull up a chair. This one is for you. Okay, can we talk honestly for a minute? Because there are just too many incredible women out there, smart women, faith-filled women, women who would give you the shirt off their backs, running themselves completely into the ground, carrying everything, doing everything, holding everyone else together while quietly falling apart on the inside. And nobody is talking about it. Well, that ends today. That is exactly why 211 Sisters exist. I'm Sandy DeVore here. I've been married almost 50 years. Mother, grandmother, a business builder, psychology degree, master's in business administration, menopause survivor. And honey, that alone deserves a medal. Yet, you know what? It started my running habit, which I love. We sold everything except the mementos and spent 4 years traveling this country in a truck and travel trailer, learning what actually matters, mentoring ladies all along the way. That background is given not only because of this. Every single one of those seasons taught me something that now belongs to you. Not just this one woman, but to you watching this right now. Here are 3 lies you may have been believing. Lie number 1, if I slow down, everything will fall apart. Maybe you've believed this for so long, it feels like truth. The feeling that you are the only one holding it all together, that your constant motion, your sacrifice, your vigilance is what is keeping your family, your work, and your world from collapsing. Here's the actual truth. Things are showing cracks. You're just too exhausted to see them, or maybe too afraid to look. Slowing down does not cause collapse. It reveals what actually needs attention. And that is not a crisis. That's a gift. That's where real healing begins. Lie 2. Asking for help means I failed. Somewhere along the way, you were handed this idea that a strong woman handles it all by herself, that needing support makes you a burden, that asking is weakness. Here is the truth. The bravest, most grounded women, the ones who actually move forward, are the ones who learn to say out loud, I cannot carry this alone. Not because they gave up, but because they were wise enough to know they were never designed to carry it alone. Asking for help is not failure. Let me repeat that. Asking for help is not failure. It is wisdom with courage attached. Ecclesiastes 4:9 says, 2 are better off than 1, for they can help each other succeed. Then on in verse 12, a person standing alone can be attacked and defeated, but 2 can stand back to back and conquer. And this is available to you. Lie 3, once I get through this season, I'll rest. How many times have that been the plan? Once the babies go to school, once the kids are grown, once the project wraps up, once things settle down. But there is always another season. The rest never comes because the decision to rest never gets made. Rest is not a reward waiting at the finish line. Rest is a rhythm you build into the middle of the race, and you are allowed to start building it today. Here is what is true, not as a motivational quote, not as a bumper sticker, as something that can genuinely change the next chapter of your life. You were designed for community. You were designed to be known. You were designed by a God who sees every exhausted, beautiful, complicated part of you to be carried sometimes, not just to carry. Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens, not figure out your burdens alone, not hide your burdens so nobody worries. Carry each other's. That means that there's someone meant to walk alongside you, someone who can sit with you in the middle of your mess and help you see what you cannot see from inside it. And here's what that looks like practically for you now. You do not need the whole answer. You need the next step. Clarity does not come from pushing harder. It comes from slowing down long enough to hear what God has already put inside you. The women who break through are not the ones who figured it out alone. They are the ones who finally let someone sit with them in it. And here is something important. 211 Sisters is not the answer. God is. What 211 Sisters offers is a safe, faith-guided space to slow down long enough to hear what He is already saying to you. The answers are already inside you. They were put there by the one who made us. What happens here simply helps you get quiet and hear. Exhaustion is not your identity. It's a signal telling you one thing. It's time to stop carrying this alone. And here's something I want to share, not to impress, but because it might sound familiar. There were seasons for me of going, carrying everything, holding it together with a smile in place, but absolutely nothing on the inside. And like so many of you do or want to, I reached out to Mom, reaching out to friends, reaching out to women who I thought were supposed to have the answers. And what came back was, well, honey, I just do the best I can. And that was it. That was the answer. Now, there's no shame on those women. They loved deeply and they meant well. But that response doesn't help a woman who's drowning. It just told me drowning quietly was what everyone else was doing too. So many nights were spent in tears, crying out to the Lord, hoping for just one person, one safe person who would actually sit in it with me, who wouldn't rush it, who wouldn't hand over a cliche and call it wisdom. That person did not exist. A friend? Maybe you're in the same place. Maybe you've asked your mom, your best friend, your sister, and what you got back was a shrug and a smile and just do your best. Maybe you've cried out to God. That pain, those tears, that desperate search for just that one safe person. That's exactly why 211 Sisters was built. Not a program, not a set of steps, not a fix. Not where you'll be handed a cliche when what you need is clarity. It's a place where you're fully heard, where your next steps are discovered. Because what became clear for me through all those tears was support for me wasn't available, but it can be for you. And friend, this was meant to find you. So I have one question for you today. It may sound simple, but sit with it for a little bit. Not when things are calmed down, but today. And your one question, what have you been carrying that never was actually yours to carry alone? Maybe write it down. Maybe there's no solving it. Because when you name those things, they lose the power over you. And what can surface may feel heavy, but there's something for you here. One thing needs to be said before anything else. Like I said before, 211 Sisters cannot fix you. Neither can Sandy DeVore, because you're not broken. There is nothing to fix. What is here is a spirit-led space where God can do the real work with you together. The role here is simply to walk alongside you while it happens. The outcome, the breakthrough, the clarity, the next step, that belongs to you and him. 2 ways to take the next step, because women are different and what you need right now may not look like what your sister needs. For the woman who needs a private space, Next Step Support's available. It's a private 60-minute Zoom call, a safe space to slow down, be fully heard, and walk away with calm, clear direction. No agenda, no pressure. You bring what you are carrying, and together we find your next steps. You leave feeling grounded and clear, not fixed. Because remember, you're not broken. The sessions are $127, and the booking link is right below this video. Now, for the woman who needs a community around her, then 211 Sisters membership might be exactly where you belong. This is a sisterhood of women who refuse to walk alone. Women who get it. Women who will cheer for you, pray with you, and sit with you in the hard stuff. No judgment, no pretending, no performing. Every month, there are 2 gatherings. The first is always fun. Giggles, grace, and gatherings. Because, friend, you are not made to be serious every single moment of the day. There is laughter, there is connection, there is kind of a refreshment that leaves you smiling and reminded that joy is not something that you earn. The second meeting is something that you will receive, designing the life you love, where real learning happens, real growing happens, and real conversations about building a life that actually fits who God made you to be, because you and me, we're all different. Membership is $47 a month, and the link for that is below as well. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you giving a few minutes of your beautiful time to listen why 211 Sisters exist. If something helped you, even a little, share it with a woman in your world who needs to hear it. You may not know how much she is carrying. Also, subscribe so the next video can find you, because every week this community will gather here, slowing down together, finding clarity together, and taking the next steps together. I'm Sandy DeVore. This is 211 Sisters. And friend, you are not alone.